Bro, I need you to stop whatever you are doing right now, because something is going on with Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco, and it is not good. Like, I woke up this morning, opened my phone, and within 30 seconds I had seen the words divorce, cheating, and Selena more times than I could count. And at first I thought, okay, this is just the internet being the internet. But then I started actually looking into it, and what I found, stay with me, is so much messier than any of the headlines are letting on. Because yes, there are divorce rumors. Yes, there is allegedly a cheating scandal. But what actually happened when Selena finally broke her silence? That is the part nobody is talking about properly. We are getting into all of it today. Do not go anywhere. Okay, so let's just quickly set the scene, because if you have been living your best unbothered life and missed all of this, here is what you need to know. Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco got married not long ago. And look, people had opinions about this relationship from day one. Selena is one of the most famous women on the planet. Benny Blanco is, well, Benny Blanco. A hugely successful music producer, genuinely talented guy, but not exactly who most people pictured standing next to Selena at the altar. And yet, she was all in. Like, kissing his feet on camera all in. The woman was devoted. So when these rumors started dropping, the internet did not react calmly. Because the story going around was not just that they were having problems. It was that Selena had allegedly found messages on Benny's phone from another woman. A celebrity, apparently, though nobody has named her. And according to these so-called sources, Selena did not sit around and have a conversation about it. She packed her stuff and left their shared LA home. There are even reports saying she retreated to a smaller, separate apartment she keeps in California, just to put some distance between them while she figured out what to do next. Now here's the thing. At this point, these are all rumors, unverified, no press releases, no official statements, just a wave of tweets, posts, and viral content that was moving at an absolutely insane speed. Here is where it gets crazy, because it was not just one or two posts. This thing went fully viral. We are talking a single tweet saying, Benny and Selena are reportedly getting a divorce, racking up nearly 8 million views. 8 million. Another post with 2.5 million views claiming sources close to the couple had confirmed the split. The internet was in full meltdown mode. And then, no cap, someone dropped what looked like an Instagram story allegedly from Selena herself. Black screen, white text. And it read something like, just clearing things up. I'm single. No drama, no hidden story. Just focusing on myself and my peace. And for a moment, people lost their minds. Because if that was real, it was basically a confirmation. Selena Gomez publicly calling herself single while still technically married. Except wait for it, it was fake. Community notes on X flagged it almost immediately as misinformation. The screenshot was not real. Someone had just manufactured it and dropped it into the chaos, knowing full well the internet would pick it up and run. And run they did. Because by this point, the rumor had taken on a life of its own, and nothing was slowing it down. But here's what actually made everything worse. Selena went quiet, like completely quiet. No posts, no stories, no activity. For over 20 days, she was just gone from social media entirely. And in the middle of a viral cheating scandal, that silence was deafening. Because the internet does not do well with silence. It fills the gap with whatever story it wants to tell. And the story it was telling was that Selena's absence was basically a soft confirmation that something was very wrong. Now obviously the internet had thoughts, and some of them were genuinely unhinged. There was a whole corner of social media that was just openly celebrating. People saying things like, this was inevitable, that Benny was always punching, that Selena should have known better. Real mean-spirited stuff. And then there was the other camp. The people who genuinely love Selena, who were devastated. Because look, whatever you think about the relationship, she seemed happy. Like properly happy for the first time in a long time.
Allegedly, Selena Gomez has left Benny Blanco, and we need to talk about it because this is crazy. Now here's the Tichismosas. If you guys didn't already know, it hasn't been that long since Benny Blanco and Selena Gomez got married, but apparently, allegedly, supposedly, some sources are saying that Selena Gomez found some racy text messages with Benny Blanco and some celebrity that is unnamed, and apparently he was cheating on her. Now I'm like, girl, who in their right mind would cheat on Selena Gomez? First of all. Now, second of all, this is why you don't date ugly dudes, ugly girls. Like, you give them a chance and they think that they rule the world. They're like, if I could pull a 10, maybe I could go somewhere else and pull another 10. And then I can have 20. Girl, that's just how life is, and you know. Anyways, apparently she was pissed. She confronted him. He didn't really have a good excuse. So she was like, you know what? I'm not going to do this anymore. I've been cheated on in the past. And I don't care if we're married or not. I'm going to get my ass out of here. Allegedly, according to sources and rumors. That's not what I'm saying. I almost don't believe it, but then also I'm like, shit, every time I don't believe a rumor, it actually turns out to be true. So you know what? I'm taking this with a grain of salt. They are saying that Selena has packed her shit and she actually left their shared home in LA, and apparently she has some like smaller apartment in California somewhere. So she's taken her stuff there and she's, I guess, taking some time to figure out what she's gonna do, but that they're not talking right now. Now, again, I don't know if I fully believe this, but also I've seen so many times where ugly ass motherfuckers out here think that they can do whatever they want because they're powerful and a hot girl gave them a chance. Like, they just have a confidence and audacity that we cannot even imagine. So I have no idea. I hope for Selena's sake that it's not true, because I've been there, done that, got married, and very shortly after found out that the person is not a good person. So I really hope it didn't happen. But also, Benny Blanco, I never thought that he was good enough for her. So that's a whole other thing though. But anyways, guys, y'all let me know what you guys think about this. Do you think it's real? Do you think it's fake news? Let me know all your thoughts down below in the comments. And as always, don't forget to like and follow for more gossip, chisme, and all things tea.
And then there was the takes that made absolutely no sense. Someone out here was trying to push a narrative that Benny Blanco is secretly in love with his friend Little Dicky. I am not joking. There were TikToks, there were AI-generated video comparisons of how Benny acts around Selena versus how he acts around his friends. And bro, I watched some of these and they are doing the absolute most with the least amount of evidence I have ever seen. We are in full conspiracy territory at this point. But the take that actually stuck with me was a simpler one. Someone put it like this: when a man gets the lottery, sometimes he starts thinking he can win every lottery. And look, I am not saying that is what happened here, because we do not know what happened here. But as a piece of general life wisdom, that one hit different. Okay, so here's where the whole thing flips. Because after 20 plus days of complete silence, Selena Gomez came back. And she did not come back with a statement. She did not go on a podcast and address the rumors. She did not post some long caption about truth and healing. She just dropped a photo dump. Casual, relaxed, living her life. And Benny was in it, right there in the pictures, together, happy. And if that was not enough, Benny went to the comments and left a note that said, "Wait, why are you so cute?" And the song she chose to soundtrack the whole post, "Loving Life Again." No cap, that was deliberate. That was Selena Gomez looking directly at the camera and saying absolutely nothing while saying everything. The fake story collapsed. The sources evaporated. The 8 million view tweet aged incredibly badly in the space of about 45 minutes. Because there was no divorce. There was no cheating confirmation. There was no split. There was just a woman who decided to take a long break from social media while the internet completely invented a crisis around her. So here's where we land on all of this. The Selena and Benny divorce story was built almost entirely on anonymous sources, a fake screenshot, and 20 days of silence that people decided to interpret as confirmation of their preferred narrative. And look, I get why it spread. The ingredients were there: a high-profile marriage, a significant looks gap that people would not stop talking about, and a woman who had been very publicly hurt in past relationships. It was a story the internet wanted to be true, so it made it true, until Selena walked back in and pulled the whole thing apart just by posting a photo of herself eating pancakes with her husband. But here's the part I actually want to leave you with, because while all of this was happening, while the rumors were spreading and the fake screenshots were circulating, and people were writing entire essays about why this marriage was doomed, Selena was just somewhere living her life, unbothered. And she came back on her own terms, in her own time, and shut the whole conversation down without saying a single word about it directly. That is not someone in crisis. That is someone who has been famous long enough to know that the internet's attention span is short and the truth always catches up eventually. Benny Blanco did not cheat. Selena did not move out. They are not divorcing. And whoever manufactured that fake screenshot and dropped it into a live fire situation needs to seriously reflect on their choices. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to know if you believed the rumors when they first hit, or if you called it from the start. Anyway, this concludes today's video. Be sure to subscribe to LoafTube for future celebrity videos, and turn on that post notification bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads. Until then, see you in the next one.